Good morning. I'm Jen Amos at Weiss Research.
I'm Andy Myers, and this is your morning market alert for Monday, July 11th. It's looking like stocks will resume their downward trend in the wake of Friday's disastrous June employment report. But it's not only concerns about the U.S. economy that are putting pressure on the global markets today. Fears are also growing that the sovereign debt crisis will spread to other Eurozone nations such as Italy and Spain. The Financial Times reported that European leaders have changed their position and now may be willing to accept some form of Greek debt default as part of a new bailout for the struggling nation. Ahead of today's Eurogroup meeting in Brussels, finance officials including ECB President Jean-Claude Trichet are meeting behind closed doors with top EU officials.
The fear of a default by Greece is having a huge impact on the bond markets today. The yield premium that investors are demanding to hold Italian and Spanish debt over German bonds is soaring to levels not seen since the introduction of the euro in 1999. In the currency markets, the euro is tumbling against the dollar as investors flock to the perceived safety of the greenback. U.S. Treasuries are also benefiting from the flight to safety. The yield on the 10-year note is falling back below 3%. Gold's status as a hard currency is helping that commodity to gains this morning. It's now trading at $1,550 an ounce. But other commodities, including oil, are suffering. Light sweet crude is dipping below $95 a barrel on concerns that a more prolonged U.S. economic slowdown will hurt demand from the world's largest energy consumer.
The energy sector is also home to the biggest M&A news of the day. Peabody Energy and ArcelorMittal are teaming up to offer more than $5 billion for Australia's MacArthur Coal. Peabody has been interested in MacArthur for some time now. It made 4 separate offers for the company last year. MacArthur's board hasn't made any recommendation to shareholders yet on the new offer, but said it will talk to its suitors about the price and terms of the proposed deal. The joint bid values MacArthur at a 40% premium over its closing price today, but it's below the company's final dividend this year. Both Peabody and ArcelorMittal are trading lower on the news. Separately, Switzerland's Lonza Group is buying Arch Chemicals for about $1.4 billion in cash. That represents a 36% premium over Arch's closing price on Friday, and the stock is jumping more than 10% in the pre-market.
Corporate earnings are likely to have a big impact on the market over the next couple weeks, and Alcoa is kicking things off after today's closing bell. The aluminum giant is forecast to report second quarter earnings of 34 cents a share. Meanwhile, Google may open lower. The company's executive chairman, Eric Schmidt, has agreed to testify at a Senate hearing related to internet search competition. The Senate Antitrust Subcommittee had asked Google to send either Schmidt or CEO Larry Page to the hearing, which is scheduled for September. And finally, we're getting some news about a new IPO coming to NASDAQ Exchange. Dunkin' Brands, which operates the Dunkin' Donuts restaurant chain, will price its shares from $16 to $18. The top end of the range would value the company at about $400 million. The stock will trade under the ticker symbol DNKN. That's the latest from Weiss Research. We'll be back after the opening bell with all the market reaction.